Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph. We're also going to be talking about Cardano or ADA, and really kind of analyzing things on a project perspective. So with that being said, let's just jump into it and let's really talk about Hedera's potential and what I think is going to be happening very soon with HBAR. So first and foremost, I just want to say, for anybody that is underestimating price point averages for assets like HBAR, right? So we always look at other projects and kind of compare and contrast, what the pumps of other projects did compared to HBAR and so forth. For an example, we have XRP, right? XRP in 2016 it was less than like 10 cents, all right? And by the end of 2017 into 2018, it was $3.84. Now, when we look at HBAR, for an example, when we come down here, first off, anybody who is watching this video, you've already done your research. I don't need to tell you how good Hedera Hashgraph is as an asset, what they're doing, the team behind it. You guys already know that. I'm not going to talk to you guys about that and waste your time because you guys already know the true potential behind HBAR. So for us sitting at 51 on total market cap, that's great, right? But we know that that number is not deserving for HBAR. HBAR should be a top 10 asset or at the most top 25. When we talk about prices for HBAR, and when I say we could be seeing $3 to $6 this bull run, $10, and I mean, listen, $35 is possible for us if we got extremely incredible news. And I'm talking about, CBDCs being implemented this year, being built with HBAR. For an example, Jerome Powell is going to be talking about CBDCs later this year at the end of August into September. What if the Fed says, we're going to be utilizing HBAR for the trust layer? That would be absolutely bullish. But I'm not expecting that, right? Now, I'm not going to say that we're going to see $35 this year, but I do think that we could see $35 by 2025. I also think that we could see $50 to $100 in 2025 at the high end. And the reason why I do say that is because I think by 2025 we will see CBDCs fully implemented, and a lot of these utility assets like HBAR, XRP, ALB, TQNT, a lot of them will be utilized on a massive scale. Now, when we also talk about those price averages for HBAR, I also compare it to past runs with XRP. So this run, we could see $3 to $6 for HBAR. Next run, we could see highs of $35 to $50 plus. I have a personal target for HBAR this bull run at $10. I think $10 is achievable considering the fact that we do see other assets that could possibly be double digits. For an example, people still think that ADA could hit $10 this bull run, and at $10, it's going to be worth $320 billion. For an example, HBAR at $10 is only going to be worth $90 billion. So there's a significant change there. And when we talk about ADA, the only reason why ADA is at number 5 is because of its marketing team. And a lot of people do shill it. Like I see people shilling it even on my Facebook page that aren't even in crypto, that don't know anything about crypto. And, where do you think they got their info from? They got it from YouTubers saying, hey, ADA is a triple-digit asset. It's going to triple digits, and it doesn't have any fundamentals behind it to back it. When I say my price targets for HBAR, I back it with actual, factual information from Hedera themselves. When I say, HBAR could be a double-digit asset, I say that because of how much transaction volume will flow over it once a lot of these projects are being built into the ecosystem. For an example, look at this, right? So we did 1.47 billion transactions so far in total in about 2 years. Now, we are currently doing about 5.4 million transactions a day. Now, this obviously would be an incredible number if our transaction fee was higher. Currently, our transaction fee is very low, so it's not going to affect the price that much. We are seeing the total accounts grow. We've actually grown since, I think, like the beginning of June, over 50,000 total accounts, which is incredible. But when we compare these transactions to ADAs, right, ADA in 2 days, from the 24th to the 26th, only did about 60 60,000 transactions, almost 61,000 transactions. And you're trying to tell me that ADA is deserving of the number 5 spot, but HBAR isn't? And I just want to say right now, if HBAR was at ADA's price point right now, right? We even look at it here, right? If Hedera Hashgraph had Cardano's market cap, it would be worth about $4.67. And I strongly believe that this is achievable. Even this individual is saying that it looks unachievable, but it really is not. A lot of people don't believe in HBAR even though they hold it. I see it all the time on Twitter. I see it in my Discord. I see it on YouTube comments and stuff. They're saying I hold HBAR, but don't you think this is unrealistic? Listen, we've just seen a massive market shift in the market where Bitcoin went up over like $6,000. Even if we look back from last week, we almost went up over $10,000. Actually, we did. We went up over $11,000 in general on Bitcoin in less than 24 hours. So this market's very volatile. We even seen XRP moving at 40 cents a day back in April. And I do think that is something that we could see in the future for HBAR if we have more CEX listings. And I think Coinbase is going to happen at some point in time, maybe this year, who knows. Realistically, we don't need Coinbase to shift the market. XRP didn't need Coinbase. XRP didn't need major exchanges, even like Binance, to move 40 cents a day. The market and the community for HBAR is growing every single day. I think that this is very achievable when we talk about HBAR being worth $5, $6, $7, even $10. Because even comparing it to ADA in terms of just transaction volume, it's night and day. The only reason why ADA has the market cap that it has the overall holdings that it has, is because first off, ADA is on a ton of major exchanges, but that is not the driving point for it. The biggest driving point for it is speculative marketing. For an example, we do see a lot of speculation behind, ADA is working with Africa on CBDCs, blah, 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 and that was already debunked. A lot of the stuff behind ADA is all falsified narrative to push the price and drive it. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that ADA is going to make significant moves this year, but I do not hold any because I don't believe in the project. I held it back in December, and I could actually prove that. I still have the transaction proof that I screenshot it. I was buying at under, I think it was like under 20 cents. And I sold it. I got out of ADA at, I think it was like maybe $1 or something like that before it went up even higher. And I'm totally fine with that. I put it into HBAR because I've seen the potential as well in HBAR. I've been in HBAR since, January. Obviously, I didn't get the best entry points as other people did, but it's still the fact that I believe in HBAR over Cardano any day. And even when we look at the transaction volume and the total accounts of HBAR, we are growing every single day. The community is driving. But this is just funny to see when they're literally doing 100,000 transactions, 133,000 transactions in 5 days. In 5 days on HBAR, we could actually just go to a week, right? So an extra 2 days, whatever. We're doing 37.7 million transactions. And we're not even ramping up the idea of, transaction volume. That will come later, right? Even if we look here, right? Innovation's happening every single day. Realistic, dApps are being built on HBAR every single day. For an example, Taskbar is a great idea. It's almost like a cryptocurrency, linked it, or, just like a gig idea, like similar to Fiverr, right? So basically, you could be a Tasketeer and earn HBAR based on your freelancing gigs that you want to do, logo design in general. This is pretty cool. I mean, this is very interesting. We don't see this a lot in this market. We also see, this is the pump that's just beginning for HBAR. I do believe that this is just the pump for HBAR. Listen, we haven't even broken 23 cents. Once we break 23 cents on HBAR and we head for all-time high, once the all-time high is broken, that's where we will actually see a lot of movement happening. Because once price discovery happens, you don't know where we're going to end up. any asset that does that, you never know what's going to happen. For an example, ADA is a perfect, example of that. When ADA started to move after it broke the all-time high, everybody was still calling for higher highs, and we're going up much higher, which I do think that we will go higher on ADA. It just is the idea that, listen, we're in a very volatile market, so obviously, people will FOMO into things. People will FOMO into HBAR, believe it or not. We do see $2.41 was the high for ADA this year. So, I mean, listen, if you don't believe that HBAR is better than ADA, just from an overall fundamental aspect, then you have issues, because you need to look at the fundamentals behind both of them. HBAR has a lot more utility than ADA. A lot of assets do. And for ADA to be in the number 5 spot, it's kind of laughable in a sense. But we are seeing a lot more things happening with, HBAR. And I still think that it is a double-digit asset, no matter what. If you guys believe that it's a double-digit asset, comment down below if you do, because I strongly believe at some point in time we will see a market shift for a lot of people that don't believe in it, that still hold it, because there's a lot of people that don't believe in it that are still holding HBAR. I think that's when they'll truly see, like, all right, I do see the potential in it. All right, it is a double-digit asset, because nobody believes it until it happens. And I even said this on Twitter yesterday. I said nobody wants to believe it until they actually see it. If you can be a visionary and see the value behind something like HBAR that's growing rapidly, doing a massive amount of transactions every single day, and see where it's going to be going, that's when you'll truly recognize the value in something early on. So if you guys are early on HBAR right now, you guys are worried about it hitting, X amount of dollars, obviously you're just not a visionary. You don't see the true potential behind it, and that's totally fine, but you soon will recognize it, because just like ADA, a lot of people had their speculations about ADA until it really started to move. But it's all marketing at the end of the day. And right now, HBAR just does not have the marketing team that it needs to really move the value. So what we have to rely on is more so updates and stuff. Even XRP doesn't really have that massive amount of marketing behind it, but it has community drive and speculation. And that's what will drive prices in this market. Everything is all speculation. For an example, Bitcoin is all speculation. It's the speculation that, hey, we're going to see 100K this year, which I still doubt that we will. But I still think that HBAR could land somewhere between $3 to $6, and at the high end, $10 this bull run. Later on, as we march into the next bull run, which is like around 2025, that's when we'll really see the true potential behind it, because there's still going to be a lot more updates to happen on HBAR just this quarter alone. So we'll see what happens by the end of the year. I'm very excited to see the potential being unlocked and the value being unlocked on HBAR as we do get sharding and also more GC members and stuff like that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. That you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.